and welcome back to my channel. First things first, I am at my nutrition appointment. I was scheduled from Thursday to today just because my work schedule has changed and I would rather have my appointments on my days off. I have Mondays off from now on instead of Wednesdays and Thursdays. So I rescheduled really quick this morning and they were able to squeeze me in, even though my provider has been sick for the last week and a half, they told me. And today is our first day back and she still had me sign back up for my appointment. Excuse me, even though I was rescheduling. And this morning, I've got some beautiful strawberries. I had a gift card for Target. So it was actually just like something I returned some jeans and bought some jeans. And the jeans that I got were the right size but the wrong color. So I returned those and just picked up some small things. I also got this. I already drank this. It's a Greek yogurt, like Chobani drink. It's got 10 grams of protein, 150 calories, and quite a bit of carbohydrates, but that's okay. I know it's fruity, and it's gonna be a fruity morning. I already had a little bit of pink grapefruit at home that I had left over from like a couple weeks ago. It's kind of nasty, but like it was good with a little sugar. And so I'm just gonna munch on these strawberries while I talk to you. I should probably save this video for after my appointment, but I'm just so ecstatic that I'm here. It's been a couple months since I've actually been here in person. I think today we're gonna do my measurements. So I'm kind of grateful that I'm eating light. I know that's kind of like counterproductive to be like body positive, whatever you want to say, but like I know when I eat lighter, like my stomach isn't as bloated. So maybe that's just an observation and I'm not being negative towards the diet world. But I today have had the Chobani drink, a half of a grapefruit with a little bit of sweetener. It wasn't sugar, but it was like equal. It was just something that we had gotten somewhere down the road and we just wanted to use it up before getting something else so we weren't wasting. So we've been using equal for about a month now and it's actually not that bad. It doesn't make me feel any different. I do love stevia, whatever you want to call it, but if I have something, I'll use pretty much anything. Sorry, I'm just like holding the strawberry. So I know that with my sweeteners, I really love stevia. I love maple syrup. Agave nectar really isn't that bad. I do use sugar when it's there, but I'm not really too picky. I try not to use things like equal or like things with aspartame or the like fake sweeteners. I like the natural stuff just because even if it does spike your blood sugar, just like sugar does, at least it's not full of like harmful chemicals in the long run. This is a pretty good strawberry. They looked really good. They were only like $4, which I thought was kind of a steal, especially for Target, because sometimes their produce is kind of expensive. But I was really craving strawberries. When I saw them, like, I was trying not to spend more than what I got from my return, just because, like, we're trying to be really careful right now. So, I needed to get cat and dog food, which I got. And then I got a gallon of milk. Same thing. Like, I prefer dairy milk, but for health-wise, sometimes we buy, like if we know we're going to be just drinking coffee and not drinking milk as like an extra, like as an actual beverage, we'll use like oat milk or soy milk. We like soy milk. That's what my nutritionist recommended if I use like a nut or non-dairy milk or creamers to get soy because it actually has protein. Has like 8 or like 10 grams of protein per cup per 8 ounces. So that's important to me right now, is getting enough protein. This morning I'm not getting enough protein with my breakfast, which means I'll probably be starving by the time my appointment's out, and I'll go home and make some chicken or something like that. But I'm feeling really good. This morning I was at my all-time lowest for my weight loss since October. I reached exactly 220.2 pounds. And I feel really happy. Like, I love seeing progress and it makes me feel really good when I do lose weight. When I'm not losing weight, like I've kind of addressed it in a couple other videos and on my Instagram posts and stuff like that, or my stories on Instagram. But my body kind of cycles where like I'll lose 5 or 10 pounds and then I'll go a month without like dropping a pound. I'll like fluctuate like 3 to 4 to 5 pounds throughout that month, and then the next month I'll lose another like 5 or 10 pounds. In the last, since March 4th, I believe is what my my tracker told me, I've lost like almost 5 pounds this month already. So that's really exciting. I know that it's really important to stay on track, because in the past I've let myself go for like 1 month, 2 and 3 months, and then I'll either have gained weight or stayed the same for that amount of time and made no progress. And so it just like makes my weight loss journey like that much longer when I fall off track. Like I noticed in the last month or so, Zach and I have been eating a lot more sweets, like getting ice cream and candy and cake and pie. And yes, it was Zach's birthday in February, and my birthday's coming up too, but that doesn't allow you a whole month of cheating. Like, that's not fair to myself or to Zach to let us get out of control like that. And when I say out of control, I don't mean that like the world's gonna end. I just mean that like for us, we have a lifestyle that we're trying to build and work towards, and eating ice cream every night before bed is not the healthiest option. You know, there is a certain amount of me that says like, yeah, it's okay to have something every so often, but not every single day do I need a piece of candy or like a whoopie pie. Like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I bought a whoopie pie and just like ate half of it in the car, like because I really wanted something sweet, and it was something that I used to do a lot when I was overweight, and it just kind of brought me back to a place that like I really didn't like. And yeah, the whoopie pie was delicious, but it made me feel emotional and it made me feel bad. Luckily, I put the other half in the fridge and Zach ate it that night. So I didn't eat the whole thing, but it was literally like probably like 4 ounces, like 3 or 4 ounces. It was tiny, and but it's still a lot of carbs and a lot of like just useless sugar and pointless calories, honestly. But the fact is that if it's not making me feel good and I'm using it as a way to cope, that's emotional eating. And for me, that's really not part of my intuitive diet. And so learning how to cope with not having those things and having something else instead is intuitive to me. So I don't always eat intuitively. Sometimes I do follow somewhat of a rigid diet plan because that's what I like. It works for me. I like meeting my macros. I like meeting my calorie goals, and I like tracking everything I eat. Honestly, literally maybe once or twice a month, there's something that I don't track just because it's so late at night. And like my calories were good that day. My calories had been good all week. And I'm like, what the heck? It's too late. I'm not going to put in, but sometimes I do put it in the next day. So, it's not restrictive to me at all because I'm the kind of person that loves organization and some sort of self-control, you know? So that's just my personal preference. If you ask me, if you're doing something that makes you happy and you're not hurting anybody else, you're not preaching to the world that they should be doing what you're doing just because you think it's right, and you have evidence to back you up with what you're doing, like you should do it full-heartedly, like with all like you have, because that's what makes you happy. And for me, I have these goals that I know I want to reach. My page is called Lose 120 Pounds with Me, and so far I've lost about 18 pounds. No, 28 pounds. That's crazy. So, I'm just going for it. I'm doing my thing. I'm enjoying myself, and I'm loving myself along the way. And I'm actually learning quite a bit about myself when it comes to like, my nails are really flaky. I'm learning a lot about myself when it comes to my body and what makes me happy. I'm very aware of my body. I would never say the word woke because that's just another story. I don't consider myself woke in any way, but I am aware of what's going on. So that's just my story. I'm going to get to eating some strawberries, and I may fill you in on my Instagram channel on how my appointment went. I might make another video later this afternoon and do like part 1, part 2. So take this as part 1. If you don't see anything else, follow my Instagram, lose 120 pounds with me. My name is Vincenta Chandler. So just go ahead and like me. All right, lady, give me a like and a follow.